This is the best RGB LED light that no one is talking about. Today, we have the Yongnuo Yn60. Flippin' for Jesus! Ah! I didn't break it. It's still here. Let's get right on into the review. Say it ain't so because it is so. This is the best RGB LED light that I have found. This is $60. This light is really small. It's about a foot long. Paper's like 11 inches, right? So it's almost there. It's like 10, 11 inches, give or take. This light has practically the exact same design as the Yn360 Mark II. I don't know how many LEDs it has because I don't want to stare at this forever while it's on and try to count. Oh, I could this light has somewhere in the ballpark of 60 LEDs. Might also be another reason why it's called the Yn60. Who knows? This is a full RGB LED light. It is also a battery bank for some reason. Interesting, but I guess if you're traveling with this and it's just in your bag anyway, then I guess it's a good feature to have. I think our quest, if you didn't know, we were on a quest. I think our quest to find the best budget RGB light is over. And that is with this one. So the build quality is very nice. I actually feel like this is worth $60. You can put every single LED that this light has on at the exact same time. So you can start off with just the daylight LEDs and those get, like that. If you wanted to, you can add in some tungsten color to make the light a little bit more warm. You can make it fully warm. You can take those out. You can cycle through red, blue, and green. Those are like the primary colors. So if you want just to add a little bit of red, there's a little bit of red. You can add just a splash of green, just a splash of blue to that. Naturally, if you add red, blue, and green, you just get white. It's not as, it's not as clean as this white, but so you can go full red and then add in maybe one blue or something to get this pinkish color. You can add more blue to get to a purple color. If you wanted, you can add in some green to that. You can take out some red. It doesn't really matter. It fluently goes through the light spectrum. So it's quite the opposite of the last light that I reviewed. You can add just minimal amounts of color. Like if this is just slightly too teal for you, you can, boom, add in just a touch of red. You can even add in the daylight and tungsten. So if we take this teal and add in some daylight, now we have a daylight that's kind of teal. You can even add in some warm tones if you want. This light is super, super cool. The only problems that I found with this light is that it's kind of weird with the UI. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's like system for everything. So you have okay, first off, these buttons are touch sensitive buttons. So they're not real buttons, they're touch buttons. So you just tap it. It's very strange. And it's definitely an adjustment to get used to. Aside from the weird fake buttons, up top you have a brightness level, and then on the left you have your RGB cycler, and then you have your white, yellow, or your daylight and tungsten cycler. So as you press the buttons, there's an RGB LED on the back here too. So if you were to cycle through the RGB, then it comes up as red, blue, and green. If you want to cycle through the daylight and tungsten, it comes up as white and yellow. The way that this light works, you just go and find one of the colors that you want to add. If you want to add in some blue, you go to the blue and then you increase the amount of blue. So if you want it very, very, very blue, now it's very, very blue. If you want just a little bit of blue, just add a little one touch of blue. And then you can add any other color to that, and that's how you make all of the colors under the rainbow. So if you want purple, boom, there's purple. You just add blue and red. If you want a tealy color, add some green to your blue. If you want a yellowish color, okay, well, yellow's kind of weird. Okay, so it doesn't do well with yellows. So if you want yellow, you might want a different light. But, the best I can do, if you want a yellow, add some red, add a little bit of green to it, maybe. Add in some tungsten color to really get it that yellowy color, maybe. You really just have to play around with the colors. It just transitions very fluently through all of the colors, and if you just want a little bit of of red in your white or whatever, you can do that. Let's see how bright this light is. Oh geez. Okay, well it's not super bright. If you have it on your subject, like right here or whatever, pointing the light close to your subject is probably gonna be fine, but when your subject is a little bit further away, like a wall, that's kind of when you run into issues. If I want my colored wall like I do, that's probably the best that's gonna happen from this light. My videos might have to look more like this. Yeah, I wanna match it. This might have to be the new look of my videos until I can afford its bigger brother. That is, unless I just wanna keep using this little aperture light. But now it's like orangey and weird. Gels aren't consistent. If you want color in your scene, you gotta use an RGB light. You can't just use gels. But this might have to be the new look because that light isn't super duper powerful. A really good application I can see this light having is in like product photography and like having really small things. Because the light is so small itself, it can fit in a whole bunch of different places. What I'm gonna use it for in the future when I have the big boy is exactly that. So I'm gonna be able to add a little bit of color into like my product type of stuff. But for right now, it's serving that purpose. This was just a very, very quick review, first look, unboxing, maybe? You don't get anything in the box. It does charge off of micro USB, so you should have a micro USB cable at this point. If you don't have a micro USB cable, why don't you have a micro USB cable? Everybody has micro USB cable. What are you doing? Yeah, it looks good. Anyway, this has been a very quick unboxing, first look kind of review of the Yongnuo Yn60. I believe this is the best budget RGB LED. It's only $60. It has very solid build quality. It's not too bright, so I mean there's that. But if you're able to have the light relatively close to your subject, then this might be a very good option for you. It probably won't light your background a lot, but it can add a touch of color to your background if that's something you're interested in. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It makes me kind of sad that I'm not as awkward as I was. I feel like I might still be kind of awkward. I was really hoping to bank off of the awkward outros, but I don't think that's the case. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you found it useful. All of them YouTuber stuff that we need you guys to do. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And come back in the next lighting video because I'm only doing lighting videos at the moment for some reason. I swear I'll do some other useful camera stuff in the near future, but I just got a whole bunch of lights. Yeah, okay. Yep.